Well, welcome, 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 welcome. This is Lachlan Arts, and we are here at this is the, let's see, what is this? The Concert for Power, the Star for Power, the 2030 or Bust Hunger Strike. And we are here at day, let's see, 22, 23, 20, 24. 24 days. 24 days. This is what it looks like, folks, when you go 24 days with no solid food. Plenty of juice, water, all that kind of good stuff. And hey, even a little bit of the old Java. That's right. But no solid food, so that's it. And let's see, we have a guest today. Hopefully there's a guest today who will be joining us. Let me just double check and make sure here. This was going to be a very special occasion where it wouldn't just be me here yakking away, but let me just find out if he's going to be coming or not, because we were all scheduled to be starting, but you know, things happen, don't they? So let's see. Are you joining? I put it in the invite. The invites that it's in your email. Okay. Okay. Bye. Oh well. All right. Well, anyway, that's Tom, who will be joining us shortly. So let's see. This is the whole deal with the Concert for Power 2030 or Bust. See, we've got a nice new background here: empowering humanity to end the climate crisis. That's what we're all about, and we're doing it. And really is about empowerment. So it's not just finding the right science answer, and there's plenty of people out there looking for the right science answer, and you know, we're all for that. And go, 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 go. There are people out there that are dealing with this from the you know, political context in terms of electing the right people and trying to get the right leaders and trying to get the right legislation passed and that kind of stuff. And my gosh, we're all for that. Go, 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 go. We think, you know, let's some politicians are certainly better than other politicians, and some policies are certainly better than other policies in terms of the climate and global warming and what we're up against. But and that's just not our tactic. That's not our angle. And we're here, our angle is the contextual angle. So our deal is the relationship that people have, ordinary people, people like me, maybe people like you. You know, I'm not rich, not well connected, not you know, I don't have all the famous people on speed dial. I don't have, you know, 3 million TikTok followers, any of that kind of stuff. I'm one human being who's taken a stand for something. And the stand that I've taken is to end the climate crisis and to give other human beings the opportunity to take that stand and to take the actions that actually make that stand a reality. So now I can see that Tom is here. And so let's see if we can, there he is.
Well, hello.
Hello, Tom. Hello. So let this first be our lesson, because we like this to be informational as well, that it's important to check your emails, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Believe me, I can't believe it. I checked that email. I bet I checked the email 4 times.
Oh my
Anyway.
goodness. And I was so very, very careful about how you invite somebody, but it's, hey, here you are. And what matters is we've got the result. Okay.
That's right. Now, let me ask you, Lachlan, you're a little low volume-wise, and I've got my volume turned up all the way. I don't know whether there's some setting I need, but I mean, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
No, I can hear you great. I can hear you great.
All right, good.
Well, you know, what the hell? Hold on. You know, you never know. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. And let's see. All right. Well, all right. I'll talk a little louder then. That's how I'm going to adjust my settings. All right. So where are you, Tom, physically located?
I'm in Salt Lake City. I'm in an area called Cottonwood Heights, right up against the Wasatch Mountains.
Oh, all right. And you're for those of people that aren't aware, well, even if they are aware, you're still an avid skier, right?
Exactly right. That's why I moved over here.
So you didn't move there because you're a Mormon, right? Nothing wrong with Mormons, okay? But the attraction for Salt Lake City was more of the snow, right?
That's right. But subsequent to that, I found out it's great to have a lot of Mormon friends when you live in Salt Lake City.
Oh, I can only imagine. All right, okay. So, here we are, Tom, and for everybody, Tom has been a great, great, great supporter of 2030 or bust, financially, spiritually, physically. Tom and his angels, as he calls them, Mary and Sherry, they we 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 all we all went on the trek, the skateboard trek from Salt Lake City to Las Vegas a few years ago, and which will remain in my mind and bones and everything else as one of the great adventures of my life. I'm sure it's given your adventurous life, it might not be anywhere near the top, but it's right up there in mine. And so first of all, just thank you for that. Thank you. And,
Yep.
For your support. Literally, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And, I was just kind of looking through some old papers today and found a poster from about 8 years ago when we first started this whole mad trek. And what a trek it's been. So, here you are, right? You're our first guest. First of all, you're our first guest. So you have moved,
Yay.
you have moved this from a, monologue, yada, 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 to an actual dialogue, which is really exciting because 2030 or bust is a conversation. And, what we offer people is the opportunity to stand for the end of the climate crisis after they've kind of gone through all the myths and blah, 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 and the noise that they've been kind of surrounded with about it and surrounded by, and, get into action. So I just want to give you an opportunity to say anything you want to say about 2030 or bust, about your experience. Just, the floor, as they say, is yours.
Well, thank you very much. Well, I my memory's not as good as my the reality of what we've done. So of course I enlisted the angels in reminding me, because I read I of course read a number of things, not the most important one, which was how to get on this call, but I was reading about the back at the Lutheran Church 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were there, if you recall.
Yeah.
My sister was there from Philadelphia. So then I thought, well, Jesus, I forgot about that. Like, who knows what I've forgotten about?
Yes.
And so, I went through the list, because, you speak about empowerment, and, sometimes it's like, oh, what does that mean? We're out to empower people.
Yeah.
But I knew a lot about environmental issues back a long time ago, and never saw that there was anything for me to do about it. I was like, boy, I hope somebody's doing something about it, because we're heading in a bad direction.
Yeah.
But subsequent to our involvement, if you could call it that,
yeah.
with first 2020 pre-2020 or bust at the Lutheran Church, to 2020 or bust, to 2030 or bust. And I was looking through our participation. And our participation really, I'd say, is an expression of our being empowered. And we've done some amazing things, not the least of which was that exciting trip to Las Vegas of however many hundreds of miles, where I broke a couple fingers. And believe me, if it wasn't one of the top adventures, it certainly was. I did as much damage to myself as any other thing. But, I was looking at, we went to we're out here in Utah part of the year. And so we go to the film festival, the Sundance Film Festivals, and a number of them have been oriented around the environmental crisis. And remember the one that was on those islands in the South Pacific, which many years ago, I can't even count how many, 30, 40 years ago, I sailed from the Gilbert Islands to the Solomon Islands, and one of those films was about the people from the Gilbert Islands who, I got to meet and be with for a while, had to move because of rising sea levels.
Wow.
And that was right at the beginning, right at the beginning of our participation. But, that's when it really started to have some teeth in it for me. Was like, it's happening. Something's happening. That's, if it's reversible, it better happen soon. It's not reversible for them. They had to move from the Gilbert Islands.
Yes.
So at any rate, though, as you know, Lachlan, we've put in solar power out here. And I think, we just moved. We bought a new house out here. Well, I went back and I asked the guy if he was interested in the solar. He said, "Oh, no, you want the solar? Go ahead and take it." So we took that whole thing apart. We moved it up here, up to Cottonwood Heights, and we're putting it up on the. Isn't that great? Yeah.
Wow.
So, we bought and this is all like I said, this is all in terms of empowerment and what actually gets impacted.
Yeah.
We bought a Leaf, which we still drive all over the place, and with gas prices at six and up out here, that little electric car looks better every day.
Now I remember before. So you're closer to the mountain now, right? Where you ski?
Oh yeah.
I remember before you said you could barely make it to the ski before you needed another charge. So hopefully you're. Hopefully,
that's right.
Charging your car lasts till you get to the slopes.
Well, and if you recall, but what I used to do is when I got to the slopes, it was all downhill coming home, and when you go downhill, an electric car, it charges up. So it was also very exciting to see if I was going to be able to make it home. But that worked out. But now I'm going to have that. What do we call that? Electric anxiety or something when you've got an all electric car.
Wow.
So, but anyway, that's those are just a couple things. But geez, I think of the skate in Philly we did.
Yeah.
The work we did. We went to Europe. Remember, we traveled around Europe and we do our podcast from
the. Oh my gosh, I remember the videos from the Vatican or wherever you were. And like, oh my God, that was awesome.
Exactly. Let's get the Pope on our side.
Exactly. Wow, get that Pope to get the app out there. Yeah, come on.
Yeah. So anyway, it's and when I look at it from both the things that we accomplished, the trips we took, the interviews we did, we met those fabulous guys out here in Salt Lake that put on the skate competition where 2030 or Bust was a big part of it.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of great relationships that we've developed out of it, and that's what we're known for in a couple of places. So
that's awesome.
I could talk for on and on about the different things that we've done in 8 years, but it's been a great ride.
Yeah, and I just so again, thank you, and I you're the poster child, the poster children, right? You include the angels, right? I don't want to leave anybody out for, the difference that one person can make. And that, which is why our campaign, the heart of our campaign is people realizing the difference they can make. Because if you can realize it here, then anything that matters to anybody that used to seem too big or too complex or something, that the government is handling or that somebody else should be doing something about, doesn't have to be that way.
Lachlan, we spoke about this, and you always think of, well, the politicians or even the gas companies or they certainly could do something. And I think come to find out, it's each of us as individuals have to deal with, really just starts right where we are.
Yeah.
Even for them, even people are in a high leverage place.
Yes.
Until they, like I said, for me, I was very awake of environmental issues 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And pretty much nothing happened for where I was till, till we really started engaging in really what 2030 or Bust is about.
Yeah.
And I was even when I just preparing for doing our call here. I had no idea what we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
It was amazing to look back and see what it is that we both accomplished and the adventures we took and the conversations we've had that came out of that. And I think when you speak about empowerment, that's what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
It lives a little. Well, what does that mean? Well, what would it look like? But as I look back over the last 8 years, it's pretty evident.
Wow. Awesome. So for everybody out there, go to the website, 2030yourbus.org, find out all about it. The GoFundMe campaign is right there. We're raising $2 million to produce the Concert for Power so that people all over the world can find out about this and get involved and take their own stands and start taking their own actions and discover their own power. And, I'm not eating until we raise $500,000. And so I appreciate you not bringing a snack to the session. I appreciate that, because I know you got good eating out there in Salt Lake City, right? And
if the angels are around, there's goodies around.
Believe me, I've had some of the most delicious foods thanks to your partners in crime out there. So thank them as well. And so just really, Tom, thank you for the conversation. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for the work that you do and the difference that you make. And that's it from Hunger Strike 2030 Your Bus Concert for Power, Star for Power Central. So thank you.
Okay. Thanks for including us.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.